The guardrail came out of the rain like a blade and the car folded around it with a shriek. Metal tore, glass flew, and in the wet chaos, Ren tasted blood and the end. Through the shattered windshield, he saw crimson taillights vanishing into the night, and as the dark swallowed him, a single thought clawed through the pain.
If only I could go back.
Time is not supposed to answer a dying prayer, but it did. Ren gasped awake, clutching his chest where the impact should have crushed him. His phone lay on the nightstand, glowing the 15th of March 2014.
I am back. 10 years. It actually worked.
In that moment, the weight of a second chance replaced the phantom pain, and he knew exactly what he would do. The smell of miso soup hit him first, then his father's low, tuneless humming from the kitchen.
Morning, sleepyhead. You look like you've seen a ghost. Bad dreams.
Last time I saw your face, it was cold and still. They closed the coffin lid, and I just stood there, useless.
Hey, you okay, Ren? You're zoning out on me. Something wrong?
I'm fine, Dad. Just didn't sleep great. Weird dreams.
In his mind, the rain still soaked through his suit at the cemetery. A minister murmured empty words over the fresh grave.
Dreams can mess with your head. Eat something, it'll ground you.
I won't let it happen again. This time, I'll save you.
He picked up his chopsticks and forced a smile, but beneath it, a vow burned fiercer than any grief. The countdown to a death he would never again allow had quietly begun, and this time, time was on his side. Ren shut his bedroom door and opened a password-locked folder on his laptop.
June 14th, that rainy night when everything ended.
He replayed the memory. 2 black cars boxing his father in, forcing the sedan off the mountain road. One car bore a crimson flame decal. That driver laughed as the guardrail gave way. He typed, "Street racing fatal crash," into a search engine. A 6-year-old article appeared.
They called it an accident. I know better. Jin. That name will be the first to fall.
Using his future knowledge, he mapped racing spots, abandoned lots, mountain passes. No one his age should know these routes.
If I can get in with a crew, I can get close to Jin. To stop him, I need to become one of them.
The plan was insane, but sanity had died with him on that rain-slicked road. He had nothing left to lose. Ren stepped into the grimy workshop, the air thick with the growl of a half-built engine.
You are not a regular. You here to gawk, or actually know your way around a wrench.
She's sharp. Every word I say tells her something I am not ready to share. I can tune a carburetor blind. That RX-7 over there. Your timing is off by 2 degrees.
You got that from the idle stutter? Huh? You might not be useless after all.
I am looking for part-time work. I'll sweep floors if I have to. I just want to be around the machines.
We don't have an opening for a psychic mechanic, but I'll give you a trial. Don't make me regret it.
She doesn't trust me. Good. Trust makes people sloppy. Suspicion keeps me sharp.
Sora handed him a greasy rag and pointed to a dismantled transmission. The test had begun. By sunset, Ren had earned a corner of the workshop and an enemy who might become an ally. The next night, Sora tossed him a helmet and pointed to a battered coupe.
You want to learn the game? We're going to the ridge. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
The ridge was alive with revving engines and neon haze.
Over the chaos, Sora leaned in. The Iron Wolves run imports. Shadow Crew, muscle, but those crimson cars.
A black sports car with scarlet flames crawled through the crowd. The door opened. Silver hair glinted under neon. That face, Ren knew it too well.
That's him. Jin. The killer from another time.
Sora's hand closed around his wrist, her nails sharp.
Don't even look. Jin's crew runs on blood money and body bags. If you get near them, you'll end up in one.
Maybe she's right. I am not ready to take them on, but I won't stay on the sidelines for long.
Ren crept home at 3 in the morning, but the kitchen light was on.
You think I don't notice the oil on your clothes? The late nights?
I got a part-time job at a garage. It's nothing.
A job that keeps you out until dawn? Ren, I am not stupid.
The words hung between them, colder than the night outside.
I just don't want to lose you too. Not even if you pull away.
He doesn't know. Every lie I tell is to keep him alive.
In a rented storage unit miles away, Ren worked on a rust-eaten shell under a single bulb.
By the end of the week, this junker will outpace anything on the ridge.
The rift with his father widened, but so did the gap in the time he had left to save him. The ridge roared beneath a sliver of moon. Ren lined his car up beside a neon green coupe.
Keep your line through the hairpin. This guy's notorious for bumping.
First race. If I lose, I am nobody. If I win, I am a target.
The flag dropped. Engines screamed. Ren's car shot forward, hugging the apex.
He's pushing me wide. Use the shoulder. Let him burn his tires.
Through the final hairpin, Ren found his gap and took it, crossing the line by a fender.
You actually won. But Ren, Jin's crew is watching.
His phone buzzed. Unknown number. Impressive. Come to the warehouse tomorrow. Jin.
He took the bait. This is my way in.
Sora grabbed the phone, her face pale. If you go, I can't protect you. Ren walked into the warehouse alone, the air cold and heavy with engine grease.
So you are the rookie who thinks he can run with the wolves. I am here because you invited me. Or was that a mistake? Prove you've got guts. There's a bridge outside. The gap's 10 feet. Clear it, and you are in. 10 feet at 90 miles an hour. One mistake and I am dead before Dad ever sees that road.
His car hit the ramp, engine screaming. For one terrifying moment, the chassis twisted sideways over empty air. Metal screeched as the rear quarter panel kissed the bridge edge. Then the tires found asphalt again.
Not bad. Stray dog, you are reckless enough to be useful. Welcome to the crew. I am in. But every word from his mouth tastes like poison. I'll have to stomach it.
Jin turned his back, and Ren realized he had just signed a contract written in car exhaust and blood. After the crew disbanded, Ren slipped into the back office, a small flashlight clenched between his teeth. Inside a rusted filing cabinet, a leather-bound ledger, names, dates, massive cash payouts for races that never finished clean.
This isn't just street racing. This is organized crime. Insurance, if I ever need it.
A floorboard groaned. Raito's voice cut through the dark. Who's back there? Ren flattened himself behind the cabinet, heart hammering. Raito's silhouette passed inches away, then retreated.
You missed work. And the paint transfer on your fender matches a car Jin's crew drove last night.
I got a gig with them. It's nothing. I have a score to settle. That's all you need to know.
You are digging your own grave, but I can't watch you do it alone.
Ren pocketed the phone, the weight of incriminating data as heavy as a gun. The hunt had just become mutual. Ren came home to find his father sitting in the dark, the leather notebook open on his lap.
Shadow Crew, Iron Wolves. You are running with men who kill for sport.
It's not what you think. I am just a part-time mechanic.
I know these names because I used to race. I was one of them.
He raced? The man who always warned me about speed?
I walked away when it got bloody. But Jin's father, he didn't. He blames me for his death.
Jin's target was never random. It was revenge for something my father did. So this whole time you knew? You let me think we were just victims.
I never wanted you to carry this poison. I am sorry.
The clock in the hallway ticked, each second a reminder that the past was a weapon aimed at them both. Ren didn't sleep. He fed his father's old racing handle into a deep web archive, and a ghost rose from the data. The headlines seared his screen. Mountain Pass Grand Prix shocker, race-fixing scandal rocks circuit. The article accused the star racer, Ghost, of refusing to throw the final race, sending the betting syndicate into chaos.
Ghost. That was Dad. His integrity destroyed careers. Jin's father must have been one of them.
The scandal banned the entire crew. Jin's father lost his sponsor, his reputation, then his life, in a crash months later.
This wasn't a random hit. It was a blood debt, passed from father to son.
Ren's revenge had just grown a shadow. His father wasn't just a victim. He was the reason.
If Dad knew this, why did he let me believe we were innocent? Unless he's still hiding something.
The clock ticked toward June. Ren now had two enemies, the racer who wanted his father dead, and the truth his father buried. The target had shifted. Saving his father meant unearthing a past that might shatter them both. The next morning, Ren found his father in the garage, staring at a dusty trophy box.
Dad, about the racing. I need to know everything. Even the part you are still hiding.
I never threw that final race. My crew paid the price, but I was clean. That's why Jin's father hated me.
He pulled a crumpled letter from his pocket. Words cut from a newspaper. Your blood debt isn't paid. The 14th of June.
The 14th of June, the exact date of the crash. He's already marked.
I got this last week. I've been living with a target on my back, and now you are in the crossfire.
The father's voice cracked. And Ren saw not just a former racer, but a man terrified of repeating history.
I won't let them touch you. We're in this together, Dad.
For the first time in weeks, they embraced father and son, both knowing the road ahead was a race against death. But the threat had a face. Ren still didn't know, and the clock ticked louder than ever. Ren found Sora at the garage after hours, her hands trembling over an old photograph.
My older brother was a racer. Jin's crew ran him off the road 2 years ago.
That's why she tried to keep me away. She's carrying the same weight.
I've been gathering evidence on them for months. Your ledger, it's the missing piece.
Sora opened a laptop, revealing a digital map of Jin's entire operation, more complete than Ren's own.
Together we can expose them, but you have to promise me one thing. Your father stays out of the fray.
He's already in it, but I'll protect him. I'll protect us both.
Then we're partners. No more secrets.
They sketched a timeline, hit the gang's cash flow, leaked the ledger, forced Jin into the open before June. The pact was sealed not with words, but with a shared silence that understood the cost. A grainy photo appeared on Jin's phone. Ren at the garage, his face half visible beside his father's old racing number.
Takumi. So the stray dog's the ghost's son. This race just got personal.
Hours later, a video file hit Ren's phone, his father's sedan, brake lines carved. The camera panning to a masked hand. The message attached was plain. Throw the midnight run tonight. Finish last, or your father's blood wets the asphalt.
He knows everything. If I cross that line first, Dad dies again. If I lose, Jin's crew runs free forever.
Ren switched to a hidden camera in the garage. His father was polishing a carburetor, humming the same tired melody.
He has no idea. One wrong choice from me, and that melody becomes a funeral dirge.
A second message from Jin. A photo of Ren's father, through a rifle scope, with a timestamp, 11:59 p.m.
I have to race to win, and still save him. There's no other way.
The clock on Ren's wall struck 8. He had 24 hours to bet everything on a race that was designed to lose. Ren burst into the garage, thrusting his phone at Sora. The video played in brutal silence.
Then we don't have a choice. Race to win. I'll take care of your father.
If I am on the track, I can't protect him. And if I lose, Jin wins everything.
I've got a plan. I'll shadow your father. The moment they move, I'll jam their comms and call in backup.
I have to trust her. There's no one left.
Ren found his father in the living room, the severed brake line photo already hidden.
You've got that look again, like you are saying goodbye.
Ren pulled his father into a hard embrace. It's not goodbye, I'm going to fix everything. He left the house under a bruised sky, the car keys biting into his palm like a promise. The clock struck 11. In 60 minutes, the midnight run would decide who lived and who fell. The midnight run grid hummed with tension. Ren's knuckles whitened on the wheel, Jin's crimson car idling beside him.
You think you can outrun fate? I've spiked the track, little ghost.
The first hairpin was slick with oil. Ren's tires screamed as he caught the slide by a thread.
He's trying to kill me before Dad, not tonight.
Across the city, Sora's car screeched to a stop behind Takumi's house. Shadows crept near the garage, under the sedan. Cut brake lines glistened. The goon had already been there. A masked figure emerged from the dark, wrench raised. Sora reached for her own.
You take one more step and you'll need a medic.
Ren dodged a sudden debris field, the clock blinking down to the final lap. At the track, the lead pack thundered toward the finish. At the house, Sora braced for impact. Ren's car screamed past the checkered flag, a half-length ahead. In his rear view, Jin's crimson car fishtailed wildly. Tires bit gravel. Jin's car flipped twice before slamming into the barrier, smoke billowing. At the house, Sora's wrench connected. The goon crumpled, and she cut the zip ties on Takumi's wrists. Jin kicked his way out of the wreck, blood streaking his smirk. He grabbed the radio.
You think this is over? I am just a pawn.
The man who wants your father dead is still out there.
Pawn? There's someone else pulling the strings.
He'll come for you both. Enjoy your victory while it lasts. Sora's voice crackled through Ren's earpiece. Target secure. Your father's asking for you.
Then I'll be there. And I'll find whoever is at the top.
The checkered flag waved, but the race that mattered was just beginning. Ren pushed through the hospital room door. Jin lay handcuffed to the bed, his grin intact.
Come to gloat, stray dog. You still smell like gasoline and desperation. Who ordered the hit on my father? Give me the name.
You know him well. The old fox who taught you how to hold a wrench.
Number. He can't mean. My father's old friend. The man who taught me everything about cars.
A flash of memory. A warm voice explaining torque ratios. A hand guiding his own on a wrench.
He pulled the strings. Your father's honesty ruined his empire, so he used me to clean it up.
The betrayal hit Ren harder than any wreck. The man who taught him to fix engines had tried to dismantle his family.
He was at our table, called me nephew, all while planning murder.
Ren turned on his heel, the true enemy's face now seared into his mind. The hunt wasn't over. It had just found its target. Back at the garage, Sora spread the evidence across the workbench. Ren added Jin's testimony to the pile.
With this, we have enough to take down a ghost.
Within hours, a tactical unit surrounded the mentor's office. Phones were seized, files ripped from cabinets. The signed confession sat on the table. I orchestrated the attempt on Takumi's life to bury the scandal.
All these years, I trusted him.
Police led the mentor out in handcuffs, past a crowd of reporters. The racing world reeled.
It's over, Ren. Your father is safe.
Not just safe, vindicated. He was the hero all along.
The conspiracy that had loomed over the family for a decade had finally collapsed. But for Ren, the real victory was not a headline. It was a simple, unbroken man waiting at home. Ren found his father in the living room, a newspaper spread across his lap. The headline read, "Local hero exposes racing scandal."
They're calling me a hero. All I did was refuse to fix a race. You did the rest.
If only you knew the whole story. But maybe some truths are meant to stay buried.
For a while there, I felt like I was already dead. Like someone gave me a second chance I didn't earn.
Maybe sometimes the universe lets you redo a turn you took too fast. You just have to steer right the second time.
You talk like you've lived through it before. Maybe you have. Either way, I am grateful.
They sat in silence, the weight of years lifting, a quiet understanding replacing the noise of the past. Outside, the city buzzed with news of the scandal, but inside that small house, the only story that mattered was one of a son who refused to lose his father twice. He had crushed the racers who killed his father, not with vengeance, but with the truth. And as the sun rose on a world where his father still breathed, Ren allowed himself for the first time to rest. Months later, the garage smelled of fresh paint and possibility. Ren and Sora bent over a classic chassis, their laughter echoing off mint green walls.
You know, if you mess up this carburetor, I am telling your dad.
He'd just make me rebuild it. Again.
Outside, Takumi's new garage, Rebirth Auto, opened its doors. A simple sign, but to Ren, it was a victory flag.
You two are a better team than I ever was with a wrench.
Flattery won't get you a discount on that turbo, old man.
Ren looked at Sora, then at his father, alive, smiling, free. The scars remained, but they no longer stung.
This is why I came back. Not for revenge, for this.
Hey, stop daydreaming. We've got a car to finish.
As the sun set, they drove out together, the road ahead unbroken and full of steady light. The next dawn found them on a coastal highway, the horizon bleeding gold and rose.
I never thought I'd see mornings like this again.
Nobody's going to take them from you. Not anymore.
Ren watched the sun crest the water. The same sun that had set on his first life and risen on his second.
I was given a second chance, and I didn't waste it.
The clock that once spun backwards stopped, and for the first time, ticked forward into peace, reborn 10 years back. He had crushed the racers who killed his father, not with a crash, but with a truth they couldn't outrun. And as the light washed over them, the story of a boy who defied time became a legend whispered on every midnight run. This is not an end. It is the first sunrise of a life saved, reborn 10 years back. I crushed the racers who killed my father, and in the rear view, the past finally faded.